Hey guys, it's Core Ross and World 6 News. Today we are doing a reality check on Rainbow Six Siege's Year 9 roadmap. So what this is all about is looking at everything that's coming and basically figuring out what is probably going to get delayed and what might get pushed into different seasons and stuff like that. So of course we've just had Operation Deadly Omen, as that comes with the new roadmap. So we'll jump straight into Season 2. First up is our Recruit Remaster. So we're getting completely revamped recruits for attack and defense. So there'll be attacker gadget and a defender gadget. And these will be main gadgets just like full-on operators. And they're going to have a fresh look, playable in the ranked playlist. And of course, everybody's going to have these operators unlocked from default. So either if you own the game or if you're getting it brand new, you'll have both of these. Now, I do not believe they're going to look like this. This is the mobile recruits artwork, and I don't think they're going to look like that. I think they're going to end up being something completely different. And of course, I've got theories on that in videos. But that is a Recruit Remaster. And that, of course, will hit with Season 2. I don't expect any delays there. Then we have our major features for Season 2. First up is the reputation system. Now, this I think will get delayed. We've already had, of course, a lot of issues with the reputation system and it has been in beta for many years. I do think this will probably get pushed into Season 3, but if it makes it, I'll be very, very happy. What this will bring is its full release will be rewards, so like cosmetics and stuff that you get for having a high reputation. But whether it works as an anti-toxicity thing, we'll just have to see, I guess, when we finally get it out into its full launch. Now we've got the Siege Marketplace, and this is the full launch, which is currently scheduled for Season 2. I do believe this is going to come out and fully launch for Season 2. I don't think this will get delayed. It's already working pretty damn good on their website, and this will be web-based even when it's launched. And I think it's just going to come out. I don't think there's going to be any issues with it. So that one, we'll see if I end up being wrong with that. Now we've got map filters. This is pretty good, but looking at it, I think it's a bit limited. I do think it'll probably hit with the next season. It's a relatively simple idea. So you can see here, this guy's in the standard playlist settings, and he's choosing the map filter, and he's got currently selected casual, and that's Chalet, Oregon Bank, Nighthaven, and Border. But you can see there's two other options. So you can imagine there might be a casual, there might be a ranked, there might be all maps or something like that. And this is kind of disappointing because what I would love here is just, of course, to pick the maps you want to play. Because maybe I just want to play Border all day, or I just want to play Chalet all day, or I'd like to do Bank and Nighthaven Labs. But I can't actually pick that because I have to pick a certain selection of maps. So I think this will come with this season, but I think it's going to not be exactly what I would like it to be. Let's close that, move on to player protection now. So this is interesting. I think this will arrive with Season 2, and it's some sort of better integration with Steam for ban enforcement. So Steam is very, very good with their VAC bans, so I expect to see more permanent bans for people who attempt to cheat. But will this be limited just to, of course, Steam, or will it expand into Ubisoft's own platform? But my reality check on that is I think it will happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that makes any big difference at all. Then we've got balancing. So we've got a Fenrir update, so some sort of major change to him. I think this will arrive with Season 2, purely because they need to. Like, he's getting banned like crazy. I think they're going to have to do something with him. And then we've got the Solus update as well, another update that does need us. I think this, again, needs to come with Season 2. So if either of these were to be delayed, I'd be very disappointed, and I don't think they are going to be. So we'll see, what happens. This is something where I think I might be wrong and one of these ends up getting pushed. But we might also see these pop up on the test server midway through the current season that we're in. Like we might see Solus's one pop up or Fenrir's one pop up before we get to the actual Season 2. And that'll give us an idea of how things are going. Then we've got player comfort. So there's a lot of actual cool stuff in here. This one being the potentially best for me. It's a new after action screen. And I think this looks so cool because, of course, it's actually got your player models here with their cosmetics on, which I think is wonderful, and it just makes it look cool. And, of course, you can see like the reputation stuff down here. You can see the names and all that, and you can see what they did that game. So you can see we got a Headhunter here, we got an Ace, Entry Fragger, these just tiny details are sweet as hell. So I'm really looking forward to this big time. And we'll see. I think this will indeed arrive. I don't think this is going to get delayed. And for me, this is a tiny thing, but it's one of those important ones, and I'm looking forward to it big time. So major props to that when it comes out. Then we've got the drone jump pre-visualization. So of course, this is just like the grenades and throwing gadgets that they added in this season, where you can see where your drone's going to go, and pretty excellent. It'll make jumping and stuff potentially a lot easier and getting to certain areas easier. So we'll see. And the only thing is, does this show up on your screen like all the time when you're driving around? Or is it only when you maybe press the button and it gives you the visualization and maybe you release it and it jumps or something like that? I don't know. For me, I might switch this off, but I don't know. I think this will make it. I don't think it's going to get delayed and that will actually hit. And I think it's probably most likely done already. Then we've got our training and onboarding. So map training playlist is going to get upgraded with drone drills and additional maps. And I think this is just a simple one. It will happen, and I don't expect it to get delayed. And then we've got the Versus AI. I kind of just expect them these days to just constantly update this, so I expect that not to get delayed as well. And I'm loving the AI playlist. So that's season 2. Actually, quite a decent amount of stuff and some stuff that I'm very excited for. But moving on to season 3. So of course that was June for season 2 and September for season 3. So we got a brand new operator. This is operator from Greece. And of course, we know nothing about this operator right now. And developing, fine-tuning, and incorporating a new operator from Greece into the game. So looking forward to this, and of course that operator will not get delayed. Imagine if it did though. Imagine if we end up with an operator delay. Then we've got our major features. So Siege Cup, I'm going to say this will get delayed. This will get pushed into season 4. I think this is of course going to be way fun when it gets added in, but I just don't see it. It was delayed for years. I just kind of feel like it's going to get pushed into season 4. I don't have confidence. Now this is cool. So you're going to have an array of stuff in here. So of course this is the new career page. You've got the player profile where it'll show you all kinds of stuff. You've got the reputation, of course, showing you what your reputation is. You got your ranked, which is going to of course show your rank and all that, and your probably KD and things. And I think this will end up showing your hidden MMR. I think they're going to make that visible in here. Then you got your replays, and then you got your badges. So the badges will be great because you can actually place them on your player card. And there's going to be a whole bunch. You can see there's about 60 here in this kind of concept art that you can unlock. So I'm looking forward to that. And then you got your stats, which are currently only available on the website. So having them in game will be awesome. However, let's reality check this. So first of all, player profile. We've already got that, right? We already have everything we need to see very easy our player profile. So that's already in the game. We already have a reputation tab, so that's already in the game. We already have a rank tab, so that's already in the game. Unless they do add like the hidden MMR, this is not really adding anything in here. You've got your replays. Again, this is not adding anything new to the game. This is new, the badges. And this is not adding anything new to the game, although you can now see it in the game. So my reality check on this one is this is the only real part that's getting added in here, and it will be cool, but it's not really a massive addition. But I do like the whole lot coming together in one page. So what I would say is this is under the major features, and I don't believe it is a major feature. Then we've got our shooting range access during matchmaking. Again, this is down as a major feature. I don't think it's a major feature. That's my reality check on this one. This will be handy, but is it really going to be that useful? Like, how long does it take you guys to matchmake? It usually takes me like less than a minute sometimes. So I'm not really expecting to jump in and play the shooting range with anything significant. But saying that, it's great to have. It's not a bad thing, and it's probably going to be a very good feature to have in the long term. And then we've got our Versus AI 2.0. So this is actually bringing in the attackers. Everything up until this point has been kind of improving the defenders. So this will be the attackers. They're going to drone. They're going to do everything that normal players do. And honestly, really excited to see what this is going to be like. And yeah, so I think this will probably make it, but that could easily be a feature that gets delayed, but I don't think it will. Next up, we've got player protection for season 3. And this is tying the reputation system to Mousetrap. So if you get detected by Mousetrap, it will then impact your actual reputation and will stop you from playing ranked. So this is going to be a major feature, and you could imagine if this does get good at detection, that could really clean up the ranked playlist. I'm, however, very skeptical. And although I like the idea of this, I don't think that's going to be a major success, but I'm quite happy to be proven wrong. And I will be very interested to see what rank is like here in season 2, and then rank here in console for season 3 is going to be like, because maybe it will be completely different and it'll be quite a significant change. This is just something we'll have to wait and see. But certainly my reality check on that is that I'm not totally confident on it. Then we've got balancing. So we'll have a Solus update part 2. I think this will probably get pushed into the final season of the year. I don't think this is going to hit with season 3, but we'll see. Maybe it's something simple enough that it won't be a problem. And we've got a Dokkaebi update. I think this one could actually end up in season 4. I think though we'll probably see it on the test server at some point and be able to play around with it. But I really am curious if this will get delayed. But either, I think one of these will get delayed. I don't think both of them will hit at the same time, but we'll see. And, fingers crossed. Then we've got player comfort. So deployable gadgets, pre-visualization. So it's exactly like the grenade throws and the drone throws. You'll just be able to see exactly where, and it won't be like, C4s here that they're actually demonstrating. It'll be like an ADS. Like you'll be able to look down and see exactly where that ADS will go and place it basically perfect, pixel perfect. Then we got custom 1v1 preset. This is cool. I'm looking forward to this, and I think this will definitely hit. This seems like a simple enough feature, so I think this will definitely hit. And I think both of these will arrive on time without any issues. Then we got training and onboarding. So we got the shooting range, new cover lane. We already seen gameplay of this. It looks pretty much like they've probably finished it, or at least got 90% of it done by now. And yeah, it just shows people popping out behind covers. You can practice your aiming. And I think the shooting range is just continuing to get amazing. So wonderful, and I think it will not get delayed. I think they're already pretty much done with that. Then we got map training playlist, new drone drill, and additional maps. Again, just updating what we've seen previously in the last season. I think that'll probably make it in. And then we got the AI additional ops maps, and this will be to the defenders and attackers. So yeah, I expect to see that as well. And again, the AI playlist is another thing that is just out of this world. Very good, I think, addition to the game in the last couple of years. So moving on, we got season 4, and of course this is most likely a rework of Blackbeard, but it is an American operator, and that's pretty much it. We don't know anything else at this point. And our guess from what everyone's been saying is that it's Blackbeard, but it is interesting that they've not actually said it. They've they've hinted heavily, but they've not said it. My thinking is he's actually going to die and be replaced with a new operator, but we will see what happens there. But certainly a rework, and no new operator. And although we're getting 2 operators here with these guys, this is quite literally just what they're calling a remaster of an old operator. So unfortunate. And so far, this is probably the most empty of seasons when it comes to features and content. So we've got our major features. So new console to PC crossplay. This means, and you can see here, as long as there is one PC player in the stack, the team will be played on PC servers. So I don't know if console can just go over themselves, like just jump into PC by themselves, or if they need a PC chaperone to take them in. But either way, console can go over and play PC. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, really good. However, I've seen them have plenty of issues with crossplay, and I would not be surprised if this one gets pushed into the next year. But fingers crossed it actually arrives. This is also going to be the point where Mousetrap players will get kicked out and have to play with the PC players. But because of their reputation hit as well, they won't be able to play ranked. They'll be playing stuff like quick match and standard against PC players. And this is when that's going to kick in as well. Then we have match cancellation 3.0. To be honest, I didn't even know that we had hit 2.0 at this point. But there's going to be an automatic cheater kick. So this means if someone is detected having cheats, the game will just end. Now, I do not know how they're going to do this, because obviously if you detect someone with cheats, don't you just ban them? Like, what is the positive here for this? I'm really curious to see how this will play out. But yeah, match cancellation 3.0, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad or what. And I think this will hit. I think both these features probably will make it. But if I had to pick one, I think the new console to PC crossplay is the one that might get delayed. Then we've got player protection. So automated text chat moderation. So of course, this is just going to be moderating the text chat. Simple as that. And it's coming in the very final season of the year. I think this is probably pretty much done. The reason they put it into this season, I think, because you've already seen there's not much. Like, that's the 2 major features, right? These are not major features. They're not at all. And then we've got balancing. So feature balancing updates on operators. So yeah, just updates. Like we've already pretty much got all these. So implement a new balance and updates on operators and weapons based on player feedback in game metrics. So yeah, just normal stuff you would expect for a season. Then we got player comfort, new dynamic matchmaking 1.0. This of course could mean a lot of things, but the way they describe this on the reveal of the new roadmap is that it basically is for people in like unpopulated servers who want to play but can't find games. And you can see here there's like, a millisecond response time thingy with obviously players here. I think this is mostly just for pushing players if they're in a certain data center area to another data center area that's more populated. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. And I think people would love this to be better skill-based matchmaking or something like that to improve what we currently have, which is not very good. I don't think it's going to unfortunately be anything like that. And then we got the training and onboarding. And if you bring this up, you can see it just says add more maps to map training playlist. So yeah, that's it. There's really not much to it. So now we'll talk conclusion about these seasons. So we'll start with actually season 4 because it's the worst. It is the worst. It has the least content. We're getting a remaster operator, which is a fancy way of saying a full-on rework of an operator. And the major features are not major features. There's really nothing in here. I think that when we do get to season 4, there's a potential that we'll get a new map or a reworked map, I think. But the big problem with season 4, it is currently empty. And unless they have something up their sleeves, this is going to be a very boring season. And of course, that's coming in December. And then season 3, which is in September. And I think this will be a half decent season. I think the new operator here has the potential to be pretty good. We have actually some pretty major features. Siege Cup will be huge if it does make it. And then of course the badges are going to be good. And I think this will eventually lead to like an operator mastery or something in the future. So I'm really looking forward to that. And this might be one of the first steps on the way there. And yeah, it's a half decent season. It's nothing to be amazed at, but it's half decent. Season 2 though, June, is going to be the best season I think this year. 2 new operators, full on operators, and this is kind of going back to the old days. So 2 full operators with a separate gadget each, 1 attack, 1 defense. I am just looking forward to this, and I think it's going to be awesome. And then major features are not anything too amazing to look at, like reputation system full release, marketplace, map filters. They're not anything too great. I don't think this is great as it appears to be. This is, fine to have, but whatever. And then reputation system, if it works, it'll be cool, but it's not going to add too much content to the game. So it's all down to the operators. If these 2 operators end up being quite fun and of course are just awesome, like I'll be releasing 2 Mythbuster episodes, 1 for each one. Like that's cool. That's old school. And overall, out of the 4 seasons, I think season 2 will be the best. I think Deadly Omen will be then 2nd place. Season 3, 3rd place, and then season 4 last. Unless they do have something surprising here. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite a good year, to be honest, for Siege. But I think there's a lot of problems with this roadmap. But I don't think there's going to be too much that will actually get delayed or changed. And fingers crossed for some surprises along the way. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.